Rattle trap fishing first. Yeah, you're first again. Hey man, good to see you. How was your day? Lamp long bus second. Yeah. Yeah. Hey everyone, what's going on? Avid fisherman, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in here. Well, how's everybody day been? Mine's been okay. Just got off work here a little while ago. Gonna sit here and have me a couple beers and just try to chat with everybody. I shared the link. If anybody wants to come on panel with me, we can chit chat and have fun together. Yeah, Curtis, how has your day been? Mine's been alright. Me and Jen just got done playing Scrabble, and then I went to get the Yahtzee game, but apparently somebody stole all the dice out of the Yahtzee game, so we can't play Yahtzee tonight. Jen said she's going to get some dice tomorrow for the Yahtzee game. Oh, you're too ugly for the cam? Avid Fisherman, what's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Yeah, it's good to see all you guys and gals in here. If you want to come up and chat with me, you're welcome. I put the link in the chat. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, Avid Fisherman, it's been a while. Yeah, it's good to see you too, man. Thanks for coming in here. Yeah, I thought about going live here for a little bit. I just logged into YouTube and there wasn't a whole lot of people live in here, so I thought I'd go live myself and see if I can get some people to hang out, spend some time, maybe talk about fishing or anything that's on your mind to talk about. 8V Vlogs, hello, Bait the Hook. Hey, what's going on? 8V Vlogs, yeah, you was in my stream last night. Oh, you see my buddy here, look at him. He's so needy. So needy. Every time I go live, he's got to come up here and get in my lap and try to get on camera. Join the 100 Club. Awesome. 8B Vlogs. Hello, everyone. Yep. All right, Grayson. You don't have to. Every time I go live, you got to come in here and try to be able to get down. You don't got to be like that. But you're trying to steal my show. This is my show. Yeah, he's a cute dog. Yeah, he's so sweet. Make your teeth rot out. His name is Grayson. Yeah, he's cute. All right. Yeah. Okay, here you go. I know it. You want to get on there? It's your last chance to say hi. Say hi to everybody. Yeah. Yeah, you're a good baby. Yeah, I know that. I'm a good baby dad. I'm not hurt nobody. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a good baby. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're a good baby. All right, down, down, in there, Grayson. That's how low he is. I say go in there, and he goes in there in his kennel. He's a pretty smart dog though, but it takes time to work with him though. He vlogs. His name is Grayson. MMT Pros. I'm doing pretty good tonight, man. Thanks. Rattle trap fishing. Avid fisherman. Oh, Rattle Trap Outdoors. Yeah, you sub to your channel. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I just watched you and your wife's video. Yeah, I was talking to you last night about it. That was a pretty good video with the bleach, the birds. That was pretty cool. Yeah, thanks guys for coming in here. I appreciate everybody. Yeah, I just got my GoPro silver, and I'm trying to figure all that out and try to get some good videos. When it warms up, it's gonna be cold here for a while though. But after it warms up in the spring, I'll try to get out there on the boat, and try to get you guys some good content so you can watch. Yeah, see, Rattle Trap Outdoors. I don't know if it's Curtis or it's Francis. I never know when y'all get on here, so okay, it's Francis. Well, how you doing tonight, hun? Good to see you in here. Oh, not been a whole lot going on tonight. We just played a game of Scrabble. Was going to play Yahtzee, but apparently the dice are gone out of the Yahtzee game. You're doing good, Francis? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good too. I just thought I'd go live for a little bit, not try to keep you guys too long. Oh, you're on this one? Gotcha. Yeah, I got to get up early in the morning. I've been working the 4 a.m. shift at work. It's been different, but it ain't been too bad. Just got to go to bed early because, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and going to bed at 10, it kind of gets old. So, Francis, how you doing tonight? What's Curtis up to tonight? Well, it's good to see everybody. Where is the snow geese at? I seen there were some in Arkansas and there were some out in the East Coast, but who knows? It's that time of the year again. Yeah, Francis, you want to come up on the panel? I'll paste the link here. If anybody wants to come up, y'all just hit the link and come up and chat. We talk about anything. I don't care. It's whatever y'all want to talk about. I can talk about it too. Curtis is on Rattle Trap Outdoors. Rattle Trap Fishing got you. Muskie Hans. Hey man, what's going on, brother? Thanks for coming in here. Good to see you. Is it too cold to fish where you're at? It is here. I gotta wait probably 3 months or so before I can go fishing. Oh, you'll be live tomorrow night? What time? What time are you going live? That way I can try to get in there. Yeah, it's good for ice fishing. Yeah, I hear you there. But ice fishing's fun. You can stay warm. I don't get out on the big lakes and got me a hut and a heater and put me an auger through it, make me a little circle and try to catch the fish, but I don't get into all that. Around here it don't get cold enough to get out on the ice. If I get out there on the ice, it's gotta be at least, a couple inches thick. Oh, you're going live tomorrow at 7? All right, man, I'll definitely check that out. Heck yeah, man. Avid Fisherman going live at 7 p.m. tomorrow. What time zone is it Central? The temperature here tonight it's about 45 degrees. It's going to turn colder this weekend, and we might have maybe a flurry or a snow shower Saturday. Yeah, the high today was 52. This weekend, the high is going to be in the 30s. So, Muskie Hahn, you're trying to enter the stream. All right, bro. I'll pray. Let me see here. I'll put the link here for you. Yeah, all you got to do is click on the link. All right, I see you now. I wasn't paying attention. All right, man, I got you now. You're up here. No, you went away. Oh, crap. What happened? All right, we'll try again. I can see you.
Yeah, now I'm in.
Brother, there you are.
It must have just been a bad link.
Yeah, I might have been. Not sure.
So what state are you in?
Illinois. I'm in Illinois.
Yeah, it's too cold to catch bass, and there's really not much for ice there now.
Oh, really? Huh.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know
I know
whereabouts in
Rattlecraps
Illinois
in
you
Florida.
are.
Yeah, what state are you? You're on.
I live right by the border of North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota.
Oh, really? So yeah, it's probably cold up there then.
People were driving on the ice already.
No kidding. I don't think I could do that. Not down here. Up there, maybe. Yeah.
There was like 12 to 18 inches. It's really inconsistent this year because of snow. There's a lot of snow on the ice. Like the one lake I was ice fishing on had like 2 inches of water come into my shack, in the bottom of my shack. Like it'd have minnows fall off my jig, and then they'd swim around in the bottom of my shack.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
It's because there's so much weight on the ice from all the snow.
Yeah. Huh. There you are. I can see you now. That's better. Yeah, I'm kind of new to StreamYard, but yeah. Heck yeah, I mean, that's pretty neat. What's your favorite fish to catch there?
I like fishing for like muskies, trout. I've been just basically fishing for perch and walleye because that's what's been biting, and a few pike.
Yeah, perch and walleye. Yeah, that's pretty good eating. Avid fisherman, what part of Illinois are you bait? I'm in southern Illinois. I'm far south as you can get in the state. I'm right across the river from Paducah, Kentucky.
So you're down in coal country.
Yeah. Avid fisherman, Belleville, Illinois. Okay, yeah, I know where you're at.
So do you fish for catfish or bass, or what do you usually fish for?
Mostly bass, crappie, catfish in the summertime, like in June, July. But yeah, my favorite fish is crappie, bluegill, and bass.
I do some crappie and panfish fishing, mostly through the ice.
Yeah.
I haven't caught that many crappies through the ice this year, only like 5 of them. But I think it's mostly the lakes I've been fishing don't have a lot of crappie in them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been wanting to go fish at Reelfoot, Tennessee. It's just down the road from me. Heard they got big crappie and sunfish.
Cool.
But that's real far from you though.
Can you use like 6 or 8 lines in Tennessee to fish with?
Yeah, it might be. We can only have 2 here.
I just see videos of people crappie fishing with like 6 or 8 of those really tall poles.
Yeah, they do that. They got like a, what do you call that? A spider rig. They go out and troll and try to catch crappie. But no, not here. Not in my state. You can only have two.
In
Poles.
Minnesota, you can only have 1 line. In Wisconsin,
Really?
3. In North Dakota and South Dakota, is 2 in open water.
Really?
And for ice fishing, you can have 2 in Minnesota and 4 in North and South Dakota.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
It's easier to cover more water. It helps to cover more water though when you can have out 4 lines through the ice.
Yeah, for sure.
Because some days lately the bite's been just on dead sticking, so dropping down a minnow on a hook. There's smallies here. I haven't caught one of them since like the start of November, but they're definitely here.
Really, man, that's sweet. I've never caught a smallmouth. Never ever have I caught one.
You probably have to go farther north in Illinois to find some.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know they put up a good fight from what I hear, but
Yeah, they're crazy. They jump a lot.
yeah, it'd be fun to catch.
They do well on like rivers and some rocky lakes. They like rocks. The one river by me, I found I caught a lot of them the first couple times I got to, but once the water temp got in like the 40s, they stopped biting.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, when the water temperature drops, they don't really move around a whole lot.
I was just catching them on walleye, just jigging twister tails and swim baits and on minnows.
Yeah.
I bet in the summertime there, though, you could just throw like a whopper, plopper, or buzz baits and spinner baits and catch them real easy, which would be a lot more fun.
Yeah.
And then you won't get as many snakes because you just fish stuff real fast.
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
entertaining to watch them hit top waters too.
Yeah, top water is fun. Top water is actually my favorite. You know, when I'm trying to do video, get a good top water explosion, but still, I think you can't beat a good old fashioned minnow on a bobber.
That works
You never,
good.
you never know what you're going to catch on a minnow.
I need to get a good pike or muskie, like just inhale my bait on the figure 8 video.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool, dude.
Like I know I have a couple videos where I caught northerns and had muskies hit at the bait on a figure 8, but it was always in really dirty water, so you couldn't really see it come up and hit it.
Right, couldn't see it. Yeah.
Like the one lake I was fishing this fall was really clear, and I had like a 28-inch pike come and hit my muskie bait right by the side of the boat, but I wasn't recording when it happened.
Oh, holy cow, man.
But it came from like 20 feet away, and you could just see it come in and just hammer the bait.
I bet. Yeah.
Pretty
That's
entertaining.
cool. Yeah, I bet it was. That's crazy.
But they're pike and muskies are really aggressive when they actually eat. They'll hit your bait really hard sometimes, especially pike. Pike are ruthless.
Yeah, I've never caught a pike. I've caught a muskie once. It was by accident.
There's a ton of pike by me. I
Yeah.
would say Minnesota and Wisconsin has the most northerns. A
Right.
lot of lakes in Minnesota have a lot of small northerns, though. Like, not many like 40 inchers or real big ones. A lot of like 2-footers.
Yeah. But the pike, they get pretty long though, don't they? I mean,
Yeah, big ones about
mature.
40 inches, 4 feet.
Really? Wow. That's a big
Biggest
one.
one I got was 42.
Oh, really?
I got one that was 36 this fall on an ultralight.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I think I lost the SD card that I had that on though.
Man, That would be a cool video on an ultralight.
Yeah, I kind of thought didn't hook it right either, but I just like hit at it and it took out a ton of line and I fought it for like 20 minutes.
Oh wow, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I was just laughing the whole time because I didn't care. I like using a light rod for walleye fishing because walleyes bite light, especially when you're catching a lot of like 12, 14, 16 inchers. Because you want a rod that has a really sensitive tip because you're just finesse fishing them.
Right.
But then when you hook in to like pike and catfish and junk, you are in for a ride and you just gotta accept it and get snapped off.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. That's what it's all about. I like fishing light line, and or different fish because I can go out there with a 14-pound line, and get a bass or anything that's a little smaller, just reel it in. But that's not fun. Like he was talking about an ultralight pole and just trying to get it to the boat. Just yeah, that's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, it depends. For muskies, I use pretty heavy line because I don't want to lose my $20 baits. But
Right.
like when I'm
Yeah.
just jigging with a minnow or fishing with a split shot and minnow, I don't care what pound line I use because
Right.
it's only a $10 or 20 cent rig.
Right. Do you
And
ever
I
use
think
do you ever use a leader?
for pike and muskie,
Yeah.
if I think I'm going to catch pike or muskie, I'll use them. A lot of times I'll tie like crankbaits to like 30-pound mono or fluorocarbon if I know I'm in a walleye spot where I'm going to get a lot of pike too. Because when you fish crankbaits, troll crankbaits for walleyes, you catch a lot of pike.
Yeah.
Walleyes are tricky. They're very picky at times.
Yeah, that's what avid fishermen will say, and yeah, it's walleyes they're kind of sneaky, I guess. What he was saying. I don't know. I don't have no experience in catching them, so I couldn't tell you either
It
way.
really depends upon the day, but sometimes they'll just nibble at your bait. The perch are being like that yesterday for me too. Like my flasher was full of bait, but my bobber and minnow was just constantly getting nibbled on, and I didn't catch a single fish on it. And all they would do is just nip at this little plastic worm. I was having walleyes do a light bite too. You could watch the bobber just go in a circle around my hole, and they wouldn't take it under.
Oh, really? Huh. That's kind of
Yeah,
what the crappie do here. I've caught my
yeah.
biggest crappie just when my bobber just barely moved and I set the hook and they
Crappies
just
will
do.
definitely do that too.
Yeah, they do the light bite.
It all depends upon their mood, though. Once in a while, you get a walleye, they'll just come in and inhale your bait and hammer it. I had a couple walleyes do that yesterday, too.
Hmm.
It's just like sometimes some lakes, there's like a 20-minute window during the day where the walleyes will be really aggressive.
Right. Hmm.
My PB for crappie is like 15 inches.
That's pretty good size.
It's a good size for
Crappie.
Wisconsin or crappie in my area or Minnesota.
Yeah, my PB was 16 inches and I caught it from a farm pond. And it was
Yeah.
right at 2 pounds.
The one I caught was from our own pond. That's a huge 19 is a huge crappie.
Oh, that's a huge crappie. Yeah, that's a
I heard
nice
some
one.
people caught some 18 inches from the one lake by my house.
No kidding. Well, what lake is that?
Lake Wisconsin.
Lake Wisconsin. Avid fisherman. Yours is 19-inch. Wow, that's a big crappie. Holy cow.
We caught one that one day. My friend caught one that was probably like 15 and a half or 16 the one day. Just fishing off a dock in the spring.
Yeah.
It's like a 10,000 acre reservoir that's 20 miles long though. It's a huge reservoir. And it has big walleyes and huge walleyes in it too.
Oh
But
wow,
it's
that's
super
huge.
dirty. It's super dirty and has a ton of brush and no weeds.
Huh. Yeah, that should be good fishing.
It is good fishing, but it's tricky to fish.
Yeah.
It's easier to fish for walleyes than crappies. Literally, the crappies will come in the spring and be easy to catch, and then in the summertime, you pick up one here and there when you're trolling or drifting for walleyes, when they're just out suspended chasing bait.
Yeah.
And it's super snaky, so you don't need a lot of tackle to it.
Yeah.
But
Avid fisherman. Yeah, I know where Carlisle Lake is. I've been there.
is that in Illinois? I'm avoiding working on data, which is fine because I don't really feel like doing anything. So it's more fun to BS about fishing.
Yeah.
What do you usually crappie fish with? Live bait, plastics?
No, my go-to. They're called little minis. I buy from the Netcraft online. They're like little bitty jigs, like 168 ounce, and we call them micro minis, little jigs. What I use, and then I got a little bobber I can put a toothpick in and fish it. 8 foot deep. Where I crappie fish, I got a deep hole I go to, but it's probably 8, 10 foot. I try to fish, about 2 feet off the bottom.
Nice. I have one of those bobbers sitting out here. So you fish with these little bobbers?
Yeah, that's exactly what I got. Yeah, but no, mine are just totally green. They're not like
Oh,
yours, like green and orange, but mine are just green.
I just bought these for ice fishing. You use these for your dead stick rod where you just put down a minnow on a hook and just leave it sit
Yeah, that's why I got them because the
off
crappie
bottom.
bite is so light.
That's the same reason why I have them.
Yeah,
And I was using them.
I bought those and the micro minis. It's called a southernpro.com. It's like a website online. And so I buy all my crappie stuff and panfish and from Southern Pro. And
I
then I've
should
been
buy
on
some.
Amazon. Then I bought some ice fishing jigs that were like real light.
I should buy some 32nd or 64th ounce jigs with bigger hooks for walleye fishing in the rivers because they're good when the fish are really shallow.
Yeah,
You can fish them really slow.
yeah,
It's the same purpose for crappies. You want to fish them finesse and have it hang up in the water column, but be able to be fished really slow.
right.
So you usually fish with 2 to 4 pound line, 2 to 6 pound, or what do you use line weight for crappies?
Yeah, I've been using 4 to 6 pound. I buy that. What is it? That crappie pro. What's that line? I forget the name of it. It's crappie magic. Maybe I'm not sure. I buy it at Walmart. Just a cheap crappie line. It's yellow in color.
Oh, I usually use 6 pound on my lightest open water line because I do a lot of river fishing and catch a lot of junk.
Yeah,
So I find no purpose in going any lighter
right.
than that because the lighter weight you have, the more gear you lose and you get bit off so much.
Yeah,
I do notice like mono or floral catches way more like crop walleyes when you're live bait fishing or jig fishing than braid though. But I think just because they can see the line when the bait's being moved real slow.
hmm
Same thing with ice fishing. I think they don't when they can see the line, they just shy away from it.
yeah. I think so. I don't know. I tried that Berkeley Vanish line, but to me, I really can't tell the difference.
Oh, I don't. My personal opinion about fluorocarbon is it doesn't work that much better than mono if it's lightweight, and it gets snagged up way easier. It has way more memory than
Yeah,
it
it
has
is.
more memory than the mono by far. I know, especially when it's cold out, you can really tell.
Yeah,
And I do a lot of fishing when it's cold out, open water and ice fishing.
right.
And the fluoro has less give, so it snaps easier. I do like using fluoro for leaders though. That's what I was using to make some of my musky leaders. And for Great Lakes fishing, you use it too for making leaders.
Yeah, that fluoro is pretty good for leaders.
It's pretty abrasion resistant to heavier stuff anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like
Fishing with that spider wire for a while. I'm like, man, I don't know if I like this. I like to have a little stretch in my line. You know.
I use we're just BSing about fishing. We're talking about line now. I like having stretching the line for certain purposes. Like for pike or bass or musky fishing, when you're casting, you don't want that much give in your line. If you're just fishing something fast, like a spinner bait or crankbait or big plastics,
Right. That way
because you want to get a good hook set.
Yeah.
But if you have certain things, you want your rod to have some give, but for certain tactics, don't want any stretch in your line.
Right. Yeah. No, you don't want to try to get a good hook set.
Like for example, if you're fishing spinner baits or frogs for bass, you want braid because you need to be able to pull them out of cover and you want to get a good hook set on them.
Yeah.
But like with live bait, you almost want to have a little give so they can take it in and then you set the hook. Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like it.
But I think, and for crappie, you don't want braid because you pull the hook right out of their mouth. I noticed the braid and rocks though. The one day I was sturgeon fishing and it was easier to snap 50-pound braid than 30-pound mono on the rocks. You don't like braid for bass? I like using braid on bait cast reels. I think it works better on bait casting reels for me.
Yeah.
But all my bait cast reels, I really just use mostly for muskies because I don't do a lot of bass fishing.
Yeah, I'm not Captain Clueless. Yeah, I like braid for bass too, but on the bait cast reel, yeah, I'm with you there.
And I use it some for trolling, but I don't like how it gets nicked up when you're trolling around stuff.
Yeah.
It kept hanging, but you don't really know what you're doing. I think it takes a while to get used to using a bait cast reel because I hadn't used one for a long time, and then I started using one. And I think it all depends upon the reel you have, but like certain reels have their own feel to avoid getting backlash, and you have to adjust it right. You have to adjust how the release is on the bait caster to get it right for the bait you're using.
Yeah, that's the trouble I've been having, but I don't know. We'll see.
Like I think if you're using heavy baits, it's easy to use, but sometimes if you're using really light baits on bait casters, that's when my issue has happened.
It is, me too. Yeah, light baits, big time bird's nest. You got to cast it so hard, you know.
Yeah. If you use this big bait, I'll show you. You definitely don't have to cast it hard.
That's why I like my 3/8 ounce spinner baits, or a ½ ounce.
That's not even spot. That's tiny compared to what I'm getting.
Oh, what's that? Yeah.
It's a double dog. It's like 10 ounces.
Yeah, dude, that's huge.
Yeah, it's enormous. I caught like a 25-inch pike on it.
Wow.
This rod is like an extra heavy, so it has no give in it. Like literally when you pull on the tip, it only bends like this much.
Right. See, yeah.
It like hurts your back or hurts your body if you get a snag or jerk on it too hard though, because it has no give and your wrists absorb all the force of it. This rod I have 80-pound line on. 80-pound, probably 80-pound spider wire stealth, I think.
Holy cow. What are you trying to catch? A shark?
Muskies.
Yeah, I know.
I caught northerns on this bait, and I've had muskies falls. I actually haven't caught a muskie on this bait yet. And this says, I think, a Shimano Corvallis CL4000. I don't know. It's been okay. It's like $100 reel. My other rod I have in here for muskies is a Calcutta on it. But yeah, you can cast this offshore, cast it from a boat.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of energy to throw. Usually I don't throw baits that big, but the lakes I was fishing, I know the muskies like to eat big junk.
Yeah, the big lakes are pretty much like the ocean. But I'll be right back. I gotta check on my dog.
Oh, but the lakes by where I am now, the fish seem to like bigger stuff sometimes. Like the perch will eat baits half their size too. The fish just seem to be aggressive in these lakes. What state are you on, Captain Clueless? I don't think I'm following your channel. I guess I'm just feel like BSing about fishing because I don't really feel like working. So I'm just here talking with people. That's a musky bait, anyways. I guess I could show some other baits I have sitting out. You're not fishing anything that big. You're in South Carolina. So are you a gamecock? Isn't that what their high school mascot is? There's some big ocean fish. Can't you go for stripers and shark and stuff in South Carolina? I'm just joking around. Yeah. Oh, I should come on your panel sometime, Rattle Trap and BS. I guess I can show you some random other baits I have. Oh. So here's some other random baits I have.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, it's been the same tune every night. There's Kyle's or something out back messing with my dog.
So here is
a big one.
Squirtle. It's like a musky jerk bait that you have. This might actually work good for big bass. It just like darts back and forth. Although it's a musky bait, it's like $25. This is a depth raider. I've caught some muskies on this one. I like this bait.
Yeah, I like the double jointed baits. They're one of my favorites.
These have a lot of action when they're on a leader, so I like using these for trolling and casting.
Yeah.
That would be a mother of a bass. I've caught bass on it. I caught like a 10-inch bass on that bait, or maybe it was the other walleye one, that a perch one. Anyways, I have two of that bait. It's bad. It's bad that I have so many baits. Like I can't even find where the baits I want is. That's the problem I have. Because I have totes full of fishing stuff.
Yeah, we just got back from saltwater fishing in Destin, Florida, and I caught some flounder. I caught a nice red bull, a redfish.
Nice. Those are here are fun to catch.
Yeah, yeah, it was fun. Pretty good
Did you
fight.
go out on a kayak or go out with a guide on a boat or what?
No, we was just onshore surf fishing.
I see a lot of people getting redfish up in like the swamps down there.
Yeah, yeah, we was fishing under Highway 98 under the East Pass from the bridge going from Okaloosa Island to Destin, Florida.
Nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've only been to Florida once, and that was for a meeting, and I did no fishing. I kind of wish I wouldn't have been so busy because that semester I was still taking classes during school, and then I went to this professional conference there, and then I just had to leave right away.
Oh,
So I was only there for like 3 days.
Yeah, Captain Clueless, redfish. Yeah, black and redfish has been one of my favorite fish to eat. Oh man, they're so good.
The only thing I've blackened is catfish.
Oh, black and catfish. Yeah, that's good too. I like black and catfish.
You just can't have one. Don't want ones that are too big. All I know is the Red River by me. Like if the cats are bigger than 5 pounds, are just grease balls. They're all channels here. No blues.
Yeah.
I was going to make a flathead catfish catch and cook this last year, but I couldn't catch one.
Hmm.
I tried fishing for them, and I caught like a 20-inch walleye and a 5-inch bluegill.
Use the bluegill for a bait, huh?
Yeah, that's what they say that you use to catch flatheads. You use bluegills or suckers or bullheads. But with bullheads, you use a needle nose to cut all the stingers off of them.
Hmm.
And you just like sit in the river by brush or wherever there's structure or by dams.
Right.
I don't know. Usually I just accidentally catch them. I don't really do that much hardcore catfish fishing. Or if I do, I'm just out randomly fishing for whatever bites on the river. So I usually just end up catching a bunch of junk.
Right on the bottom, yeah, probably drum and
Yeah, I'll just cast out a worm and
bluegill fish right good.
I usually end up catching bluegills, drum, walleye, suckers. Here's a bait I made. It's like a muskie killer, but I made it. This is a small muskie bucktail too.
Oh, really? You made that? That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I
Not
got
a
a
big
fire
one.
farms here. I got a lead molding. I'm gonna try to make some. Almost looks like an inline spinnerbait.
It's just a spinner or spinner bait, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I've made some big spinner baits too. I don't have any out. I don't use a lot of spinner baits for muskie fishing, so I don't usually use them. I just usually use spinners like that because the hookup percentage is so much better on them. There's only a few spots where I use spinners baits for muskie fishing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they don't work. It's just I'd rather use a spinner like that because it's a lot easier to hook fish on a treble hook than a single hook.
Yeah. Sometimes I have a hard time getting a hookup on the bass, and I'll add a second hook. If I got a buzz bait or a spinner bait,
Yeah,
that way if it bites short, I can have a better chance.
I do that. I usually add a second hook to the musky spinner baits. But I've got some muskies on them, but I don't fish with them that often. Spinner baits do work excellent for pike and bass when they're up in the weeds though, and you just can pull them through the weeds. But you'd get a lot of short strikes, so they're also really aggressive, and you'll fish them in like 3 feet of water, and they're coming from 3 feet away and just hammering it. It's not like you get the straightest strikes when you're fishing stuff that fast.
Yeah. Oh, look who we got in the chat. We got the SI Cowboy. Hey, man, thanks for coming in here. I shared the link here. Want to come in here and join. What was that?
SI Cowboy wants to try hand fishing.
Oh, no, I don't. Noodling? I ain't that brave. No, sir.
I'm just worried that you're going to put your hand in the spot where the big old snapper is.
Yeah, me too. No way. No, sir. I don't want no part of that. And I put my hand in a catfish's mouth after I caught it, and they can clamp down pretty hard. I mean, they'll make your knuckles bleed.
Yeah. So I don't know if I want to try that.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, but that's just me. I just rather catch the catfish on a line and enjoy the fight. Catfish do put up a pretty good fight. They're good at using the current. Granted, I don't do that much catfishing. I'll definitely have some catfish videos this next summer, but I don't catch that many catfish in the cold. I know in some lakes people catch them through the ice, but I've never really caught that many through the ice.
Yeah.
You'd probably just catch them on you're dropping a minnow down on a hook or dropping down cut bait on bottom or like smelt, but I don't know. I just haven't caught that many.
Hmm.
I think I've caught one before, one or two through the ice.
Yeah, my luck, my ice hole's not big enough to pull it through. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's fine. We can't pull it through. You gonna try fly fishing? I'm really
Yeah,
good at
yeah.
catching trees with my fly rod.
Are you? Yeah, fly
Yeah.
fishing's all right. I lived in Branson, Missouri, and I went down. The first time I went fly fishing, I went down to Table Rock Dam. They're outside of Branson. I seen all these guys out there fly fishing. I'm like, all right, looks good. I want to catch some rainbow trout or brown trout. So I went to Walmart, bought a cheap fly rod. Then I went out that Saturday, and it was elbow to elbow with everybody. And I said, oh, heck no. I can't go out there, my first time trying to flip the fly line out. I said, no, I give it up. Went back to the condo, and I come back that Monday, and it was pretty cool. Fly fishing is something else. I mean, it's pretty good.
It definitely takes some skill and practice to get good at, but it's a challenge of its own.
Yeah.
All I know is the wild trout by me can be picky. The wild trout where I lived in Wisconsin, it can be picky as hell with flies, and there's quite a bit of challenge to it. Like they're really particular about like what nymphs and what insects they want to eat.
Yeah.
But those are wild fish too, so they're definitely used to it. For some reason, they like to hit like crankbaits and small crankbaits and spinners though.
Hmm. Yeah, it was fun when I went there to Table Rock Dam, and then I went to the concierge there by the condo and the bait shop down on it was Lake Taneycomo. And I said, "What's the best way to catch some trout? Brown trout, rainbow trout." They said, "Well, get you a worm and get you a blower and blow up the worm." I'm like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about blowing up a worm?" They give you like this Visine bottle with a hypodermic needle in it. You just fish on
Yeah,
bottom and put that needle in the worm and kind of puff it up, blow it up, and it makes like a little bubble in the worm, and you fish it off the bottom.
I've heard of people doing that. Usually, you can just throw out a hook and worm, and that'll work in creeks too. It works really good for brook trout.
Yeah.
You just use the little panfish worms, and brook trout love them. Just
Yeah.
like the red worms, not the night crawlers. The only
Right.
issue is a lot of them swallow the hook.
Yeah.
But I think that's with any live bait, some swallow the hook. Floating the worm.
Yeah. Floating the worm. I did pretty good. I caught a brown trout and I caught a couple rainbow trout.
There's definitely an art to floating worms through holes though in a creek if you practice. Who just tried to come on?
I think it was SI Cowboy. See if we can try again. But anyway, yeah, it's called floating the worm. Yeah, I did pretty good there, floating the worm. Then I had some marshmallows that were like neon color, worked pretty good too.
I've never really had much luck catching trout on marshmallows. I guess the only thing I've caught them on them were the stock rainbows.
Oh yeah.
I haven't caught that many browns on them or brookies. A lot of the browns and brooks where I've been fishing have been in the stream for a while though, so they're kind of know what to eat. They're not completely stupid.
Right.
The stocker trout are pretty willing to eat anything. I know the one day when we saw the truck came in, like it was during a season where you could only use lures, and I just took the fake salmon eggs And that was the easiest way to catch them, was just to take the fake salmon eggs and put them on a hook.
Yeah, I've done that too. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Just the power eggs, I think. I've got them to go steelhead fishing, but I didn't catch any steelhead when I tried floating the streams.
Really, I've never caught steelhead. That's another one on my bucket list.
I've caught them. I've caught a bunch of them troll, like 4 or 5 of them trolling. They put up a heck of a fight. I'm sure in the stream they'd be ridiculous, especially on on a fly rod.
Oh yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you have to be really quiet, keep your shadow down, and try to act hidden. If you get one hit or one wrong motion, and they'll be like scared of you. Especially if the water is really clear.
Yeah, it wasn't Branson. The water was very clear.
No, I'm talking to what Captain Clueless is saying.
Yeah, no, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, I know there's a few creeks by me. If you fish them like a couple days after a rain and they're dirty, you can just cast spinners and catch them one after another. But then when they get really clear, you have to use the smallest baits, and they're extremely finicky, and you can like fish really hard to get 1 or 2 of them. But for certain flies, the clear waters are the best.
Oh yeah.
And you change up the flies. You use a lot of streamers, like streamers and bigger flies when it's dirtier, and you use more nymphs and dries when it's clearer.
Yeah, I like the super clear water.
I think the super clear water is the hardest to fish. It's hard to fish, but it depends upon your tactics. For like a lot of game fish, it's really hard to fish because the fish are pretty wary of things.
Yeah,
I know walleyes.
That inline spinners. I got the Fox ones. They're pretty good.
Blue foxes, maps, panther martin, all work good. Some of them cost a lot though.
Yeah, the blue fox. They're not too bad. They're not too expensive.
If I pulled out my trout box, it would look like some girl that had way too many earrings. It has about 50 baits in a little tackle box that are all tangled with each other.
Yeah.
Some days they're picky about the color. So one day they want gold, the next day they want silver.
Right.
And one day they only want the silver and a really small one. So you just got to keep changing it up till what you get the vibration they want.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Captain Clueless, dynamite always works. Just don't get caught. That's the key.
Yeah, don't get caught, huh?
Actually, don't do it. It's probably pretty bad for the water and bad for the fish, unless you're going to eat them all.
Yeah, Captain Clueless, you don't think the clarity of the water will matter when you're throwing a stick of dynamite?
I think they would see it and scare from a stick of dynamite. They'd probably be swimming away, actually.
Yeah.
The dirtier the water, they would probably be not even go till it blows up.
Anyway, SI Cowboy's trying to come on here. He may be having a hard time. I don't know.
For some reason, I had a hard time getting on your stream, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the only other person's first stream I went on StreamYard is Craft Beer Pours or whatever his wife is. They just like to drink on their live stream. I don't know. I'm trying to cut back on my drinking. So I don't know. I don't usually drink during the week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have some on the weekend, but I'm trying just to limit my drinking.
Yeah, that's good. Is that your New Year's resolution? try to.
I don't know.
Sure.
I didn't set any New Year's resolutions.
No, don't. You'll break them.
My New Year's resolution is to lose 30 pounds and cut back on drinking.
That's good. That ain't bad. Hey, Jeremy, what's going on? Good to see you, man.
I don't know. I didn't really set a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
I guess I would like to lose some weight and cut back on drinking, but who knows if it either's going to happen.
Right.
I'll probably try to cut back on drinking first. I know this last year's been rough for me, and I've been dealing with some mental issues, so drinking probably not the best for them.
Right. Yeah, my resolution is well, I don't like making, New Year's resolutions, but one thing I want to try to do is get better content out there on YouTube and make better video. My wife, Jen, she got me a GoPro Silver.
Nice. It's a better camera than I have. I have some really cheap ones.
Do you?
I don't know. I've been having lots of issues with them when it's been cold out, but that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I haven't been turning on the camera that much. And I should probably have more angles and stuff, but I just end up not doing it because I just get too focused on fishing
Gotcha. Yeah.
and not so focused on videotaping.
Yeah, it's hard to do both. Yeah, I've seen the SI Cowboy for a minute, but I think he's having internet issues.
Yeah, you see him on here, but I guess am I watching it on the? There's quite the lag between what it shows on YouTube and what it shows on the stream, or like a 30-second lag.
You can see the chat before I can.
What?
You can see the chat before I can.
I was just watching it on
some
YouTube. I wasn't watching it on the StreamYard.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, there you are, SI Cowboy. What's going on?
Yeah, buddy. Having a little trouble down here.
Yeah, you're kind of lagging. I guess you got internet connection issues.
That's what happens when you don't have Wi-Fi. No, you got to Sprint. God, I hate Sprint.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Sorry about the lighting issues. My lamp's acting crazy, and plus I've been dealing with the crazy Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And speaking of which,
I can hear you.
Yep, I can tell you guys one thing. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, same to you, brother.
So what you guys up to today?
Oh, we're just talking about fishing and just pretty much anything outdoors, trying to catch a fish.
Yeah.
Cool. A talk show about fishing.
Yeah.
So who's the host?
I am. Can you hear
So
me?
who's the host of the show?
Bait the hook. Me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I had musky hands as a colt.
Yeah, but have you ever tried spear fishing before?
I have. I was thinking about trying to try spearing pike through the ice, but I don't know. I haven't got around to doing it yet. I could do that.
If you're spear fishing, yeah, you're gonna have to make a spear. Make a spear first, but then after you make the spear, then make sure the glue is dried hard enough. Then dive down in the water. If you see a huge fish, don't swim too close to it, but all you gotta do is stick the air. Or you could do this from land as well. I should know because
Oh boy, I'm going out
I
to my
have a
car.
little bit of wild.
Service.
I've tried throwing a spear at carp before. It's kind of fun.
Yahoo!
Yeah, we get the floodwater here sometimes, and we run the tractor through and take a pitchfork out there and try to get the carp.
Nice.
People like to eat the carp. To me, there's too much trouble to get all the bones out. But
I
if you
thought
can actually
carp was
clean the carp, it's
disgusting.
good eating. Yeah.
The common carp were disgusting. The one I tried when I tried doing it.
Try catching a flounder.
I've caught them before. I haven't caught them before. I haven't caught any saltwater fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
caught some
flounders are hard to
good
catch.
Yeah, they're a bottom feeder. They just kind of sit there in the sand and salt water, and that flounder is like an ambush fish. You know, you pull a lure by them, then they'll get it.
Oh yeah.
Clean into the sand on the bottom.
I love being on a talk show.
Yeah, thanks for coming in here. Good to see you.
Don't use glue. Yeah, I would get a spear that you can put a bolt through to hold on the handle. Or is attached to the handle.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
You make handmade spear. Maybe I should buy a pike spear and just make a video of me failing trying to spear pike.
And I can tell
Yeah,
you
that'd
right
be
now,
cool. That GoPro 7 Silver I got, it's all waterproof. Go in the water with it. And maybe mount that to a spear. That'd be cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. I don't know. There's this one slough I know has pike in it. I should see how clear it is next time I go there.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can buy a spear at the hardware store by where I
It's
work
pretty
tomorrow.
cool. See, I like.
The one person I worked with speared a 40-inch pike the other day, or 41 or something. It was huge.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's nice.
You have to eat them obviously if you spear them though.
Like how big?
Yeah, avid fisherman. Yeah, just jig for flounder. It's easy. Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
get somewhere
fished
where
with flounder that much, so I don't really know.
Caught one by accident on Okaloosa Island Pier. Just kind of swimming a bait through it, and it hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get to where
That's
you guys
cool.
could actually see. Because it turns out the bathroom gives off more lighting.
Yeah, it looks better. Jeremy. It looks better there.
And guess what? One thing is for sure, you guys are gonna be super proud of this one. Because guess what?
What's that?
You guys have an autistic person on the talk show.
Who's that? Me?
That'll be me. Yep. I'm
Yeah,
proud
flounders
of
can't
it,
like.
but I have high function.
600 pounds. Yeah, Jeremy, thanks for coming on here, man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in here and hanging out. That's what I like about YouTube. I like meeting new people. That's my first
And-
time tonight, and I've talked with Muskie Hands.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is my
And
first
get
time
this.
chatting with you. I haven't been doing much for live streaming lately. I did one the other day. I
Yeah.
was thinking I want to try to do it once a week, but I haven't got around to doing that. It's not really
Yeah,
that
'cause
hard.
me,
It's just I
guys.
just gotta put an hour aside to start a stream.
Right.
Yeah, and I could tell you guys, I could get into a whole lot of stuff about me, of course. Like you have one, I'm an autistic superstar on the dance floor for one thing. Number two, I'm a YouTuber myself.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I think we are a YouTuber. We're just hanging out with each other and meeting new people. Yeah, man, it's awesome to see you.
Yahoo! And not to mention number three, I'm also multi-talented.
Are you?
Meaning, yep, like one thing's for sure, no telling what ridiculous trick shot that I come up with. Guess what?
What's
Just
that?
know, just know I'll be thinking of it before I do it. Like that one time I balanced a cup on my head and then I walked with it all the way to the trash can and then I got the cup off my head and then it went in.
That's
Ooh,
cool.
but there's another trick that I came up with. And I came up with this last Saturday. Take a plastic spoon, take a plastic spoon fork, put it in your here's the thing, you put it in your mouth first, and then you balance it, and then you balance a cup on it. Balancing a plastic cup on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Basically, it went in the trash can.
What kind of lure is that?
It's a
That one looks
monster lure
expensive.
Squirtle.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
that's a nice one there.
It's a big one. Yeah, I like it. I caught some. I caught my biggest bass on a walleye colored one of these. It was like 23 inches, like 8 pounds.
Really, no kidding. That's weird.
Yeah,
That's freaking
and I've got some
huge.
pike on them. It's not as big as that other bait I was playing with.
Yeah. When I was doing offshore fishing in Destin, Florida, I went to the pawn shop and they had lures about that size. And I'm like, holy cow! This was a discount. Almost $20 for a lure. I'm like, holy
20
moly!
bucks.
Some of them are more. I think these are like $24 or something.
Yeah, this one was a man's lure. I think it was Man's was a brand name.
Mans, I've heard of them. I don't have any mans.
Now, man's lures are always expensive. Yeah, try coming to the Bass Pro Shops down here in Beaumont, Texas.
I've never been
You
to
get
Bass Pro Shop before.
Yeah, they sell lures
the
like that
headquarters
when they're for
right?
$100.
Yeah, I know they sell musculars that are $100 too. I just
Yeah,
don't
they
have
can
any
get
because I'm cheap.
Me either. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
buy one. I couldn't afford it.
yeah, that's if you really, really, really love fishing.
Yeah, $100 can buy a lot of fish.
That's true. And this is my third time being in somebody's live stream.
Oh, that's cool, man. Thanks for coming in here.
Like, this is actually my third time. In fact,
I'm tripping on my rods I have sitting out.
ooh,
Did I fuck up the tip?
ouchie.
somewhere? I need to put a new tip on this rod anyway, so I should probably just fix that.
Cool.
Here's my Christmas edition spinner I made.
Yeah.
Christmas Garland.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Looks
Good luck with that.
festive.
Hey, you never know. Might be a good one.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know if the color will work. People like using baits like this in some of the lakes for muskie. They like all that vibration
Yeah, the flash, the
and the flash.
vibration from the willow blade.
This is two Colorados. The Colorados put off more
Oh, it is.
vibration.
Hey, battle
Willows put
trap
off more
fish.
flash.
Avid fisherman, yeah, $35 a pop for a muscular.
Yeah, that's the average muscular price is probably like $25 a pop.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, but guys, just don't go cod fishing.
That looks really fun.
Yeah.
You like jigging
Yeah,
like
that
200 feet of water and you catch like a 100-pound cod and
dude, if
200
you sell it to
water. That looks
if
awesome.
you sell it to a seafood restaurant, guess how much they'll pay you for it?
A lot.
Yeah, they'll pay you by the pound of the
Yeah,
fish,
I know.
basically.
Cod
Like
is
you,
a premium fish to eat.
I mean, you could even sell it to elegant restaurants like Luby's.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the quality of fish. Like if you catch a big old bluefin tuna, I mean, they're going to take a core sample out of it, and if it's good quality, they're going to make sushi out of it or sell it, to the.
Yeah, tuna's real. Bluefin tuna's ridiculously valuable.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't lying about that. That you're not lying about.
There's not that many of them though.
Right. Yeah, it takes a lot of gas on a big boat to get out there and fish. So you might
That's
spend
true.
$500 in fuel to get out there and maybe catch $100 tuna, but you could catch a $3,000 tuna or plus. You don't know. But then you got to buy the permit and all that.
That's if
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention you got to be super devoted to fishing in order to do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, avid fishermen. That's like the commercial guys. They catch to sell, like we catch to eat.
And we just go out for fun.
Like
It's no
the
different than
Gordon
charter boats on Lake
fishermen.
Michigan. People just go out to fish for a job and they go out every day.
Right.
They do a lot better than us people who just go out once a week.
Or once a month.
Yeah, or
Or
just
once
who
every
don't
2
go out all the
weeks.
time and don't know where they're at.
No, never heard about the avid fishing program.
Well, yeah.
Fishermen, yeah, I don't know. Never heard of that.
Trust Gordon's fisherman.
This line got all tangled up.
So, Muskie, you going fishing tomorrow?
I
Or
don't
maybe
think
this
so.
weekend?
I'll go on Saturday. I'm going on Saturday.
Are you?
I work
Good
from
luck.
8 to 4:30 every day, so
Yeah.
it's hard for me to get out during the week now.
Yeah, but have you
So,
guys ever tried extreme fishing?
Always every year. Extreme fishing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I went fishing
Just
when it was 2 degrees out with a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's extreme, huh?
Or try using a gun to shoot the fish. Nah, don't
That's
do that
illegal.
because you'll probably put your eye out, or you'll probably go to jail for that. Cause see,
Yeah, I never done that.
one of my
Bow
friends
fishing.
had done that one time before, but guess what? Officer caught him and he got 3 days in jail.
Yeah, it's cool. Avid in Collinsville, not too far away. Yeah, 3 days in jail. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm. Cause the thing is, cause you want me to tell you what my favorite line is that I like to say when people go to jail?
Yeah, illegal.
He he only gonna get 3 square meals a night.
Yeah.
Yep, only 3 square meals a
Jail is
night.
a bad place to be. You
Yeah.
don't want to end up there. You end up in
No, I
jail
don't.
deviating from the norms of our society.
Wait, what about society?
From deviating against the rules of our society, that our society puts forth more like, and things which are right and wrong to do.
I mean, yeah, that's very wrong to do. Indeed.
And jail's a punishment for doing something wrong. And it's supposed to make you better and make you not do things that are against the law again.
Yeah.
My dad's a criminal defense attorney.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I have an uncle who's a cop. And the thing is, he told me that there was a kid, an 11-year-old kid, who kept prank phone calling. He sent a text message to the police officers saying that his dad was beating on him and everything. But guess what? It turned out to be a false police report, and the 11-year-old went to juvenile detention. But when he turns 18, he will be tried as an adult, and he will be sentenced to prison.
For making false claims.
You guys know what that is?
Yup.
Is that a raccoon?
What's that thing?
No, it's not a raccoon.
Or
You don't want that thing to get hold of your leg, let me tell you.
no, you don't.
Coyote?
No, not a coyote. I ran this guy over coming back from fishing. And I thought, that wasn't a coon, that wasn't a fox, that was something different. And so I turned back around, went back and got it and brought it home. That's a bobcat.
Bobcat?
Yeah, it was a small one though.
Those are cute.
Yeah, cute. Yeah. It was a small one though. I couldn't imagine a mature one. This one was a baby.
Now the mature
Some
ones
gets like
go
40 pounds.
Now the mature ones, they are feisty as heck.
They're
And
not as bad as mountain lions.
Yeah, we've had cougar sightings here.
There's
yeah,
definitely
sometimes
that run around.
yeah, sometimes they'll try to run you out of your house. They'll run you out of your house and take over your house.
Yeah. Here's another one. Y'all know what this is?
Snake?
No, it's not a snake.
Rat?
Yeah, you're in the right family.
Muskrat.
You got it, buddy. It is a muskrat. And I'll tell you, whenever I ate this guy, it was good eating. I was surprised.
Yeah,
it's like I ate a rat, I ate a marsupial. The muskrats, all they eat is like roots, from trees or plants, in the creek. But yeah, it was pretty good eating.
Beaver doesn't taste too bad either.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh, avid fisherman. That I agree with you. That is very illegal. And I should know because my uncle's a cop.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you're not gonna, yeah, but you guys ain't gonna believe this, but guess what?
What's that?
Every time my uncle sees me walking down the street on my way going to Taco Bell or something, he passes by in his police car and he does this. And I was all like, come on, man, I ain't even doing nothing. Why you want to do that for?
You ain't doing nothing wrong?
and he be going like,
Yeah, avid muskrats even eat fish. Yeah.
is see, the way I look at it is sometimes if he's just patrolling around, he likes to play cat and mouse with me every once in a while. And I find that pretty annoying.
Hmm.
I mean, would you find that annoying?
I would find it kind of funny if I was the person doing it, but it would definitely be annoying if you're the person receiving it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, at least he doesn't, at least me and him doesn't remind me of Lupin the Third. Have you ever seen that show before, Lupin the Third?
I don't
Uh-uh.
watch much for shows.
I don't watch TV. Period. Unless it's the news, maybe.
I haven't been watching much. I've been watching YouTube on my TV, and that's about it.
Well, crazy thing about me is I could speak like with me one time before, me and one of my friends almost got in a fight because we had because thing is this one friend, all he wants to do is talk about politics, and I hate politics with a passion.
Yeah. I don't get into politics a lot
Neither do I.
unless it's my sister-in-law, and we kind of go banter back and forth about Trump and.
My family's into politics, but I try to avoid talking to with general people because you just end up in arguments and get nowhere with a lot of people.
And getting into fights as well.
Yeah, don't get in the fights about it.
And guess what I'm looking forward to next week?
What's that, Jeremy?
There's a special needs event that's coming up known as Game Night. Game night for people with special needs.
Right. Where at?
I'm totally going. Well, it's a certain place. It's a nonprofit organization known as the Ark of Beaumont. They actually have a building down here in Beaumont, Texas, and it's right
Oh,
down
I've
the
heard of
street
that.
from the mall.
Yeah.
And I had an early and last month I had an early Christmas present before the week of Christmas. Cause thing is, me going to that dance was one thing. Me going to a special needs dance is one thing, but you want me to tell you what's even better about that dance?
What's that?
I got my woman back.
Oh, that's cool, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Cause see, everybody in the Ark of Beaumont, they be telling me, Jeremy, you and that girl shouldn't have never broke up. And the thing is, I agree with them.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have never broke up. But the thing is, there was somebody who was jealous in an old social group I used to be a part of, but I'm not a part of it anymore because of the person lying. This this individual went back to my girlfriend's mother and lied about me and said I owned a gun and
Uh-oh.
I didn't.
Yeah.
And then she tried to lie. Then that individual tried to lie again and say I tried to kill myself and I didn't.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
I get lies told about me on regular day-to-day basis. Try try looking try looking into an agency called Spindletop. Spindletop, that's another special needs agency, but this is not a good agency. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, Jeremy, don't worry about them, man.
I
Let's
mean,
worry about you, what you can do.
anybody who comes looking for help and services, instead of helping the person out, they rather play favorites and tell lies about everybody.
Right. Well, you can come on my panel anytime, Jeremy, man. I'm good to see you here, man. And we talk about anything here. Me and Muskie Hands, we talk about fishing. You can talk about, anything, but just me. I like to help everybody out. That's why I go on YouTube and go live and try to get people in here to talk and just have fun. Just try to help everybody's day. If you're having a bad day, come in here and hang out.
Or you want to. Okay, I had a big bowl of noodles yesterday for lunch. I put like 3 packets in my noodles, but guess what? There was just one thing I was lacking. I had all the vegetables in the noodles, but guess what I was missing?
What's that?
Fish. Putting the fish on top of the noodle.
When's the next time you're going fishing, Jeremy?
Probably in the summertime.
Summertime? Yeah. When it warms up, you get out there and go.
Mm-hmm.
I go fishing every month of the year.
Ding.
Yeah, Muskie Hans, you're hardcore. You go out there when it's cold or you don't care.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
I
a
didn't go when there
hardcore
was a
person.
blizzard the other day.
Yeah, that's a true. You're a true hardcore fisherman.
All I know is when I went to go to work on Monday, I about said fuck going to work because went to drive and I could only see 50 feet in the snow. And then I was out to the point to say screw going to work.
Right.
But I made it to work. I don't
Right.
go fishing when it's like that.
Oh, and guess what
Yeah.
I got for Christmas last year, guys?
What'd you get? Oh, what's that? iPhone?
It's a Samsung Galaxy J2.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, them
Congratulations.
Galaxies are good phones.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got a Galaxy Sky Pro 7. It's an older phone, but I like it.
I have a Galaxy too.
Welcome to the. All I gotta say is I'm joining the Galaxy Club, and them
Yeah,
Galaxies
there
got
you go.
long-lasting batteries too.
Yeah, my battery lasts a long time.
This one, the battery
Because
lasts a long time. On the last one I had, didn't.
Yeah, I've
Last
never
too
been
long,
Apple.
but want to
lasted
hear
a
something
while.
cool? So I was on the phone with one of my friends for like an hour and something, and guess what? Even though I was on the phone for an hour and something odd minutes, I was all my phone was still, it was like 90 something percent still. Like the battery never ran out.
Wow, that's good.
I've got this for Christmas. I don't know how well it's going to work. Shoot, this is difficult to get to slide on the tip up. Go on like this.
Whoa.
Let me go check on my pup. I'll be right back.
I don't even know how this goes on a tip up.
Oh, want to hear something even cooler? Plus, I don't just walk around with just one phone while I'm out. I walk around with 2 because there's one I talk on, and then I'm on the AT&T Axia, meaning a 5-inch phone basically. and I just do my Instagram and I do my YouTube,
Cool.
but I barely do Facebook these days. Like you don't hear anybody you don't hear anybody going around saying, "Hey, I like Facebook. I like Facebook."
There's a lot of people who use Facebook a lot still.
But most of them don't even like it. Well, I could tell you why they don't like it. Too many political ads on there. That's basically misleading.
There's definitely lots of misleading political things on the news and in ads these days. And on YouTube too. I've seen some really misleading political ads on YouTube.
So have I. So have I. And the thing is, and the bad part about it is, you can't skip it and you can't report it.
Yeah, so they pay for it. This tip-up light's really picky with the angle it's to set it at.
Oh, wow.
This is a light.
What is that thing?
It's something used to ice fish with.
Ice pick.
Ice fish. This is a tip-up. It has line hook to it here, and there's a treble hook, and then there's a flag on it that pops up when a fish hits it. My brother got me a tip-up light for Christmas.
That's nice.
So I'm gonna need to go out and try it. So I'm just messing with it now.
Oh, but guess what? I can tell you right now, my buddy Leon, he's not gonna believe this, because guess what? I'm gonna call after I get off of this with you guys. I'm gonna be all like calling him and everything, and I'm gonna be all like, "Hey Leon, I just got featured on the third talk show, bro."
That's funny.
And then he gonna be all like, "Dude, Jeremy, you're doing things, and you're going places." And I'm be all like, yeah, because I'm a superstar.
What the heck is that, Muskie? What was
It's
that?
a light tip-up light. This is the tip-up.
Oh,
And my brother got me a light to put on the flag for a tip-up, and I'm just messing with it.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna make a review video on it once I use it this weekend.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Hopefully I can catch some fish on it.
I can't
Right.
wait, bro. I can't wait for that, bro.
But it's really it seems really fussy with the angle of the tip-up. Like it has to be perfectly vertical. Perfectly horizontal, I mean, for it not to flash. So it's going to be really particular with how you have the tip-up set on the ice.
Right.
Shit, if windy out is probably going to go on and off too, and you'll probably drain the battery. I'll have to see.
Huh, that's pretty.
no.
It's supposed to get really windy this weekend, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
There's
we
supposed to
will
be like
see.
30-mile-an-hour winds on Sunday. So there's going to be blowing snow, and it's just going to be a shithole driving. I might not even go fishing.
Avid
have
fishing
video-
around. Check them up.
I have
Go
some
ahead.
content to edit from this last week anyways, so if anything, I can do some reviews.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I don't know. I make a few review videos. I probably should make more. Some people like to watch them. Other people don't care for them. They do definitely get searched and slowly get views, though.
Whoa.
So I keep on making them.
Yeah, I'd like to see that video if you can get one done.
Yeah, I'm
Me
curious how this
too.
will actually work with the fish. I'll have to go out and try it. The walleyes are biting really light. I don't know how well tip-ups are going to work for walleyes right now because they were biting super light. I was just catching them on this rod I have here with those little. This rod just has a hook and a split shot. I was just using a little bobber's gear for crappie fishing and setting this right off bottom. So I would just have a couple split shots and this. I should have a smaller hook. This is like a size 2 hook. I should have like a size 6 or 8 hook on here. Now
Right,
just
that's
right off the bottom. And this is just an old-fashioned ice fishing rod. But I was only fishing like 10 feet of water, so it works perfect because you can just pull the line up quick. And then I can unscrew this so that when a fish hits it, if a pike hits it, it'll just run with it.
right. Yeah, it will freeze.
Free spool. Because every once in a while you have a pike hit your minnow on bottom and then you're in for a fight.
Yeah.
But you really can't avoid that. The lakes here have like walleye pike, bluegill crappie.
Well, guys.
Yeah,
well,
Jeremy, what's
guys,
up?
it's been fun.
Yeah,
It's been fun being on the show. But I'm fixing
Yeah,
to
Jeremy,
head off.
thanks for coming in here, bro. Good to
Nice
see you.
chatting
Yeah,
with
me
you,
too. I'm
Jeremy.
fixing to eat a little bit.
Yeah, I'm fit to head off to bed, guys.
Yeah, I need to go to bed too. I need to work. I need to get up and like 5:30 and go to work.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I got
All
some
right,
stuff to
Jeremy.
take care of.
Coming in here, Jeremy. Whiskey Hans, thanks for coming in here.
What
I'm
do
gonna
you
end
do
the
for a
stream.
drop bait to hook?
Good to see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
You have a good night. All right, Muskie,
Good.
Jeremy. Talk to you guys later.
You went in your stream. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.